Hey, happy Friday the 13th to you. To celebrate this weird calendar occurrence, I thought we'd check out the 5 best plus an honorable mention Friday the 13th / Jason Voorhees movies. Honorable mention, Part 7, The New Breed. After umpteen attempts to try to get Jason versus Freddy off the ground, the two studios couldn't come to an agreement. So the people who owned Jason decided, well, we'll just have him fight some other supernatural horror, property. But rather than buy one, they just stole all the ideas from Carrie, and they had Jason fight Carrie. Nowadays, it feels more like Jason's fighting some sort of, lost X-Men, like Jason versus Jean Grey or something. But out of all of them, it's one of the most, bizarre and strange, what the heck were they thinking here ones. Number 5, Freddy versus Jason. Everybody loves a good celebrity boxing match. If Logan Paul is fighting Anthony Fauci, I'm watching. This one goes out of its way to keep both characters strong. It feels more like a King Kong versus Godzilla type thing where they want to make sure that both characters can still be in other movies without looking too weak after whatever happens to them in this. Weird and kind of stupid, but at least worth checking out for the spectacle of it. Part 3 in 3D, or at least it originally was. During the 70s and 80s, they made all sorts of 3D movies. And then when they released them to television, they had this weird, strange camera effect where everything was always coming at the lens, or for no reason, someone would shoot something and it would... The reason this one is most notable is because this is the movie where Jason gets his hockey mask. Prior to this, he just had a bag on his head, kind of ripping off The Town That Dreaded Sundown or The Night of the Scarecrow. This movie's key in the canon, plus it's fun and schlocky. Number 3, the original. This one is a bit of a departure from all the other ones. The general Friday the 13th movie pretty much just follows a cookie-cutter formula. It's a slasher movie template that is seen a million times. This first one is more of like an Italian giallo film where the point of view of the killer isn't used to stalk. Like in a normal movie, when we're trapped behind the eyes of the killer, we're stuck being trapped with, the murderer as our conduit through the movie. But in this one, it's more of a thing where the camera isn't showing us the face of the murderer, so it's worked as like a mystery kind of a thing. And that's what this one is. It's more of a bloody Agatha Christie style movie more than it is just a generic teenagers getting killed kind of thing. Number 2, Part 6, Jason Lives. After Part 5, when Jason was revealed not to be Jason but someone masquerading as Jason, people were very upset and they wanted their Jason back. So when Part 6 comes out, it's basically just fan service. It's for people who want to see Jason do Jason things. And that's what it gives them. It's also the most darkly comic and fun of all of them. It's not quite as scary as some of the others, but it's certainly not as ridiculous as something like Jason Goes to Manhattan or Jason Goes to Space. Number 1, Part 4, the final chapter. Not only does this movie have Corey Feldman, but it also has Crispin Glover. It's probably the best of all the early Jason movies. It helps you understand where Jason came from because it gives you a nice little backstory. It introduces the character of the brother who's looking for his sister, or trying to find Jason because Jason murdered his sister. It introduces a lot of characters into the lore, most specifically Tommy Jarvis, who's based on Tom Savini, the guy who created Jason. So in this one being the final chapter where little Tommy kills Jason, who ends up living for another 7 movies, in that case, Jason is basically killed by his creator. So it's sort of this man versus God, deep intellectual thing, as well as just a dumb slasher movie where Crispin Glover dances funny. Okay, so there you have it, the 5 best plus an honorable mention Jason Voorhees movies. You enjoy your Friday the 13th and you have yourself a kind of day.